have you gotten used to seeing the triple option on film yet, or is it such a unique offense that you're still kind of figuring it out?
I think we've watched a lot of film so far, and we haven't had school this week, so it's helped out, and we've been able to watch more film and meet more, so we've been able to understand it fully. There's just a few pieces we got to figure out, but I think we've got it down for the most part.
Would that be a pretty hard offense to prepare for if it was a regular season? You only had 3 or 4 days as opposed to 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah, I feel like it'd definitely be a little bit tougher just because it's a lot to pick up at the start, especially if you've never seen it before. But since we have all this time, it's definitely helped out.
What's the key from maybe a nose tackle and D lineman standpoint to stopping that offense and kind of containing it?
Just making sure we're staying extra low and I'm just doing our job, because there's just going to be a lot of more moving parts, I feel like, and we just got to hunker down that middle and spill it more.
Do you think an offense like that is just as capable of explosive plays as more of a spread attack where they're going to pass more? Do you think they can kind of break up 30 or 40 yarders too?
Yeah, I feel like there's still going to be those. There still can be those explosion plays. You just got to stay focused. I feel like if you're just all locked in on the triple option, I feel like they can just get you with the little pop passes or other passes out there. So I feel like just doing our job will help out and stop that.
Has that still been a key, is limiting the explosive plays? If you kind of go back, every game you guys have given up a few, and now you kind of have one more chance to kind of rectify that.
Yeah. We definitely, that's something we were always working on, just next play, because it's been every game here and there, 4 plays, 3 plays that have really changed the game. So if we can knock that down to none or just one, then it'd just make a big difference.
How much personal experience have you had against that type of offense?
Maybe one team in high school, but I don't think I've seen it before.
Are you kind of looking forward to it? Does it seem like maybe it's a game that you could excel at?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a different style of play, just because, if you just, I feel like, you can definitely excel in it more, just because there's a lot more, there's inside run and outside run, and it's a lot more running, so you know what's happening, I feel like.
You must also be looking forward to playing in a bowl. I don't think you played in the bowl last year.
No.
Did you make the trip?
Yeah. I've made all the trips, just haven't
Yeah.
reached that far in the depth chart, but now, yeah.
But that would have seemed like a natural rival for you, I'm guessing. Iowa State would have been.
Yeah, that would have been a good one to go against Iowa State.
I assume you grew up an Iowa fan.
Yeah, my dad played at Iowa, so
Yeah.
Iowa State, nah. But yeah.
Is there a particular player or a couple players that jumped out to you on tape watching that Air Force offense?
They got some. I feel like their whole O-line's pretty. They're smaller, that they can move more. They're not the lengthy 6'5" and stuff you see, but they're the smaller, more compact type. So, but they can definitely move. So, and that helps out a lot, especially in that type of offense.
Who's been doing the scout team work at quarterback for Air Force?
There's been Billy Popsel. He's been doing it the best, I think. Cole Dubois did a little bit of it for quarterback-wise. It's been kind of a mix, but I think Billy's been doing it for the most part.
Has the scout team given you guys a pretty good look, you think, for the most part?
Yeah, I think they're doing actually a really good job. The only thing is O-line and the cutting, because that's kind of hard to practice that stuff. But we've been doing drills off to the side to help with that and make sure we're ready for that type, since we haven't really seen cutting at this type.
So looking a little further ahead then, do you want to talk at all about maybe the guy or guys who stand to sort of fill the shoes of Fred Maligoa at center?
Brian's been playing well a lot. I've gone against him since freshman year, just playing that nose growing up. But he's been progressing really well, and just even they've been throwing a couple other heads in there just to see. I think Jared and Hunter were both mixed in there a little bit, so. I feel like there's a lot of good players that can definitely step up and fill that role, but yeah.
Okay.
What have you thought about Fred? From your perspective, how good has he been?
He's been really good. He's just if you ever see him off the field, he's really flexible, and I feel like that helps his body. You'll see him in the weight room when we do recovery circuit. He's able to put his leg all the way back behind his head and stuff. So he's really athletic for the size he is. It's pretty crazy if you've ever seen it.
You mentioned the cut blocking you guys are going to have to go against. What does that do for your preparation as a D lineman, knowing guys are going to be going low on a regular basis? You just have to stay more aware of your surroundings, I feel like, and you just have to keep moving your feet, because you don't want to be planted in there and have someone come from this side and this side. So just being more aware and keeping your feet moving.
If you're just maybe a college football fan, do you think this would be one of the bowl games that you would really want to watch because of the varying offensive styles with air raid and triple option?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a lot different just because it's a different matchup, because normally we've been playing like the Big Tens and Big 12 type schools. So seeing this offense especially, I feel like it's different. And then you have our air raid, so it's funny because they're Air Force and then we're air raid. So it just has a good like name into it too as well. So it'll be interesting.
Where do Cheez-Its rank on the cracker scale for you?
Ooh, Cheez-Its. They're definitely up there. We have Cheez-Its in the weight room, so we eat those a lot. But I'm a big Cheez-It white cheddar fan, so that's always good.